रेडी।
चलो भी चलो, जल्दी करो। ऐ की दीदी, साड़ी पहनाने की बात हुई थी ना, फिर वजन दिखाई दे रहा है।
अब इसमें भी दिखाई दे रहा
हुन तुसी जल्दी करो, लड़के वाले आ गए ने।
है। इससे ढक लो बेटा, जल्दी आ जा। महक आ जाओ बेटा।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
अस्सलाम।
आजा नूर, आजा।
फोटो में तो रंग साफ लग रहा था ना।
बेटा आप दोनों चाहो तो बाहर चाय पी लो। जा नूर।
सीढ़ी लगाकर बात करना पड़ेगा आपकी राजेश्वरी को हमारे लड़के से।
नो बट जोक्स अपार्ट, अपने बाल स्ट्रेट करा लेना, भाई को नूडल्स नहीं पसंद।
Hello everyone, myself Kaustubh Sen and I am a third year undergrad in Electrical Engineering, IIT Kanpur. We are a group of 4 people and our topic of research work is how fake beauty standards are set by Indian media. For our project, we interviewed various persons from different profiles and tried to understand how these beauty standards and concepts affect their way of living and definition of beauty. As in movies, Bollywood, Tollywood, and various social media platforms, it is observed years after years that they keep on defining what should be the ideal beauty type of person indirectly or sometimes directly also. As in day-to-day life, we have observed every persons have a different skin tone, hair type, body shape, and many more features which makes him or her an unique person. But which features are beautiful? So on the similar lines, our video is based on. So, our first interview is of Samadrita Banerjee, who is 22 years of age and a professional model.
Okay, so in my modeling career, beauty defines as flawless skin, fair skin, tall height, good body figure, body shape, then long hairs, proper jawline, face cut, body shape, slim waist, long legs. All this defines as beauty. If it doesn't fit on all these things, we are not beautiful. So like I have to maintain myself every day. I have to eat proper diet, healthy diet. I have to exercise a lot, either exercise or yoga. And for maintaining all these things is very much difficult, and I have to do this thing regularly. Like if I go for every day, I have to give some kind of skin test and everything. So if we have any kind of like small pimple or anything else, or some birthmark someone has or anything else, so that is like, no ma'am, you have pimple, ma'am, no, you have this, so you are not selected. So all these things matters a lot in beauty. Like in our field, we have to be perfect, we have to be flawless with our skin, glowing with our skin. So yeah, and modeling, all these things is defined as beauty.
So let's talk about, is fake beauty standards a social problem or not in India? So there was a survey conducted in various countries about what percentage of women feel they are beautiful the way they are. So this percentage was 61% in the US and 86% in China, but this ratio was only 56% in India. So this high decrement in Indian percentage shows the severity of this issue in our Indian context. So we conducted a survey from our side too via Google form, for which we received over 60 responses. Most of our respondents were college-going students of the age between 17 to 22 years, of which 57% were male and 43% were female. Our first question was, have you ever received any negative comments regarding any of your body features? To which we received 74.2% saying that yes, they have. and 15.5% saying no, and only 20.3% saying that they do not remember that. Among them, our next question was, what was the response to that negative comment? And for that, we received about 63.6% of our respondents felt bad about it. Others just ignored. Next question was, which sources affects your perspective of ideal beauty standards? So the sources we found out were beauty ad products, comments from parents or relatives, movies and TV shows, and social media apps like Instagram, TikTok. Among these sources, the highest score was attributed to those social media apps. That is, these social media apps had the highest influence among them. These scores were calculated on the basis of the preferences we got from our respondents. Our next question was, which body feature do you think is the most important in a person? To which our respondents said that skin color is the most important body feature, and followed by facial features like nose, lips, eyes, and followed by body shape. So the conclusions we derived from our personal survey was that most people are influenced by social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Some people also mentioned that adult videos are also responsible for such fake beauty standards, and most people are not satisfied with their body shape and would like to change it if they get a chance.
Hello everyone, myself Sheikh Moiz. We will discuss false beauty standards set by Bollywood movies. Body image perception in today's generation is largely influenced by the media. And Bollywood is one of the major chunk of what consists of the visual media in the Indian society. From the very beginning, Bollywood serves as an ever-evolving guide to the ideal body type in India. Now we will see how body image is connected to Bollywood. Things started to drastically change after the 2000s for men and women, both with regard to body image, where female leads became skinner and fairer drastically, and the men started bulking up for their roles, with the standards getting even tougher and tougher day by day. Debutants have now been touted Bollywood material even before they have a chance to display their acting skills on the basis of their body fat ratios, the color of their skin, and whether they have a set of six pack abs or not. However, media and movies play a key role in the specialization of individuals and youngsters. Such false ideals of body image have led to a significant rise in body image issues. Body image issues are most of the time deeply linked to self perception, low self esteem, low sense of self and efficacy, depression, etc. A lot of mainstream Bollywood actresses have spoken about the body image issues that they have dealt with. Vidya Balan, Huma Qureshi, Ilyana D'Cruz, Bipasha Basu have all spoken about this in various perspectives about how they struggle to accept their bodies. Recently, Sonam Kapoor expressed her struggle with body image issues. In an open letter, she wrote, "We have been taught that women need to be a flawless, even when our flawlessness is widely implausible. Sexy, even when our sexiness is a break from plot. We are sprinting through Jurassic Park in heels, fighting supervillains in strapless corsets, being stranded on deserted island for days without a hint of stubble. Real female bodies are so taboo that hair removal cream ads show hairless legs even before the cream is applied." The Indian film industry has a recurring habit of setting unrealistic beauty standards. I want to show you some examples of Bollywood movies and how they set false beauty standards. First one is Kal Ho Na Ho. This movie introduced the term chashmish in the vocabulary of every guy. This movie makes everyone believe that Naina only looks beautiful without her glasses. This movie made every teenage girl doubt herself. Second one is Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. I don't need to elaborate on this one, Rahul only falls in love with Anjali once she grows out her hair and wears a sari. This movie sets a false beauty standard for an ideal woman. Third one is मुझसे दोस्ती करोगी. Please look, please have a look at this picture before I say anything. Ritik's character walks right past Rani Mukherjee, assumes Kareena Kapoor is the gorgeous girl. Choosing fair-skinned actress as a beautiful one is what Bollywood is doing to set false beauty standards. Fourth one is Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. Created a scene such that Aditi transforms into a girl after she grows out her hair to become the Dulhan. On the other side, Naina finally gets that second look from Bunny, but only after taking off her glasses and filling in her brows. The fifth one is Student of the Year. Shania walks through college like she's walking the ramp, the makeup, the clothes on point, which sets false beauty standard for college going girls.
To be honest, yes. Even though I belong to a modern family, still at times have faced the pressure to be beautiful, to look beautiful. Yeah, sure. Like first one being was about my spectacles. Initially, when I put on spectacles, I thought that it looks good on me. It makes me look intellectual. However, what happened that when I started putting pics on social media without my spectacles, then people started giving comments like, "You look very good without spectacles." So that gradually gave me a feeling that spectacles don't look good on me. I don't look beautiful in spectacles, and I should get rid of it. Secondly, it was about the body fat. Even though I'm comfortable with my skin and my chubbiness, however, people ask me to reduce weight and sometimes even restrict me that you cannot wear that particular type of dress just because you're fat.
Hello. Advertising influence has primarily increased over the last 10 years as a result of a growing materialistic society. In this society, consumers are exposed to thousands of different advertisements per day. As a result, advertising has played a significant role in developing a culture that seeks materialistic goods and acceptance before core values. It is essential to realize the extent to which advertisements are being thrown into everyday lives, from car ads to food ads to clothing ads, and in the most problematic industry, fashion and beauty ads. It is also essential to realize the subject of most fashion and beauty ads, women. Women's bodies are being objectified and dehumanized, causing a drastic decline in self-esteem and an increase in overall body shaming from the unrealistic expectations present in advertisement. Women or men are falsely portrayed in these advertisements, causing developing girls or boys and women or men to feel guilt and shame when comparing themselves. The adverse effects of fashion and beauty advertisements among women include unrealistic expectations, objectification, and sexualization. Characteristics of conventional beauty are no lines or wrinkles, no scars or blemishes, thin, tall, long legged, and young. When women see this in advertising and notice the consistency in each body shape, it becomes vital to reach the unrealistic image that is photoshopped most of the time. Instead of embracing who they are, women go to great lengths to manipulate and change their faces and bodies to conform to this norm. One of the example of advertisements or posts of some product which creates such bias is Fair and Lovely, which recently converted to Glow and Lovely.
Hello everyone, my name is Anand Sinha and I'll be talking about the delusion of beauty set by media. And by media, I mean all forms of popular media like television shows, advertisements, and movies. So yeah, let's talk about it. So there has been, let's talk about some research finding, and there has been multiple research done both in Indian context and Western context about such issues. The studies have shown that exposure to images of idealized beauty. So I'll come back to what ideal beauty means according to our popular media. But such images of ideal beauty as such image of ideal beauty in the media on the body image of both adolescent girls and boys leads to increased negative mood and insecurity about their body. But this insecurity about their body is much more prevalent and strong among girls than in boys. In a separate study conducted in Indian context, men have a more positive body image than women. So coming to what the ideal woman actually means, according to our Indian media, also Western media. So according to media, an ideal woman is someone who is fair, slim, and tall, has long legs, long hair. So many of the models which we see in advertisements actually are approximately 20% below ideal body weight, which in reality most women cannot even attain. Even if they do attain such body weight, it is extremely unhealthy and extremely tough to maintain it. Many people do not realize that the models we see in advertisements use unrealistic and artificial methods to look attractive, like airbrushing, digital alterations, and even many of them even go through severe cosmetic surgeries. Advertisements also spread the delusion that fair and slim women are more beautiful and successful in life, which is a very false and unethical thing to share in a society. Unethical thing to spread in the society. Now, since a very small percentage of women can meet these strict standards of beauty, but yet so many women are repeatedly exposed to media images that send the message that a woman is not acceptable in the society if she does not meet such ultra thin standards. So it leads to many women thinking that they will not be accepted in their society or among their friends or in their social circle if they do not meet the standards set by the society. So this only leads to more stress and depression among women. So such false information being spread by our media has both ill effects on both physical and mental effects on women. So let's talk about some mental impact such false information has. It has been observed that exposure to ultra thin models makes women unhappy, feel shameful, and depressed, resulting in low self confidence. So, due to less self confidence, not only many women's social life is tampered, but also their job life is affected. Since many women have gets low self confidence due to such false perceptions, their job life is also affected, which only adds to their depression and anxiety. And when women, when exposed to the thin ideal, consider themselves bigger, fatter, and wider than they really are, and thus develop a distorted body perception. So, a woman who might be thin, uh, but when she compares herself to some ultra thin models, she will consider herself to be fat and may even go to some uh, unhealthy extents to meet those standards like excessive dieting or eating disorders like anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa. One more interesting fact about this is that this false perception that has been spread in the society not only affects the mindset of women, but also the mindset of men are affected. Like their expectations from their female partners has been affected due to such false perceptions. So when a guy is looking for a partner, he has an image in mind of what kind of girl he's looking for, and that image, in many cases, actually uh, corresponds to the image that has been spread in the society by our popular media. Like he is expecting her partner to be slim, fair, and having long hair and tall. So such strict standards or strict expectations from women further increases their stress levels. So meta-analysis of 47 experimental studies by Bond reveals that girls and women experience greater body dissatisfaction when they are exposed to thin models compared to the average size models. Study shows that body dissatisfaction and eating disorders among the women are directly linked to their exposure to thin ideal. So this thin ideal again leads to various eating disorders like anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa. So bulimia nervosa actually refers to binge eating, where a person eats an unusually high amount of food than he or she actually eats in normal day-to-day life, and also that person has no longer self-control over how much he or she is eating. It also refers to some see, some inappropriate behaviors like misuse of laxatives and self-induced vomiting, etc. So all these has a very bad effect on the physical health of the person. And it has been observed that these days the prevalence of such eating disorders and excessive dieting is very much common in our society, which is a matter of serious concern. And approximately two-thirds of adolescent females report dieting at some point of time in their lives. Hence, it is high time that we realize the wrongdoings of our popular media, and as responsible members of a society, it is our duty to work together towards a paradigm shift about what true beauty really means. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Okay, so like nowadays, even society and companies also, they are trying to set a benchmark to define beauty, like how you look, what are your features of the face. But that's not the beauty, I believe. So according to me, face should not be the convener of your beauty. Your morals and values must be the convener of beauty. So when I say that someone is like beautiful, then I see that how the person is behaving with his peers, how humble he is, how respectful he is. So like if I say that yes, that boy or that girl is beautiful, then she should be caring and mature enough to feel his or her responsibilities, to understand others, and to raise his or her voice against the wrongdoings. So real beauty lies in the hearts and minds, like how kind the person is and how thoughtful the person is. So that's what beauty is, I believe.
So, probable solutions for these social problems is i- because it is observed that children nowadays from an early age started judging facial features and body shapes on basis of color and size. So it is recommended to keep children away from social media and motivate them to involve in more physical activities and include chapters in their school subjects to discuss about such social issues and to make them aware of all such problems in society, and also try to normalize this kind of things in social media and in Bollywood movies or any other types of platforms, so that everyone finds an equal space in all these opportunities. As a part of conclusion, this type of social media activities not only affect our perception towards ideal beauty standards, it also sets parameters in our subconscious mind to gain such attractive features in ourselves. It creates a sense of doubtfulness in a person in their own identity and lowers his or her self-esteem and self-confidence in public spaces. So the last lines of this videos will be: won't let your scars define who you are. Let your trials shape you. Let your victories humble you. You are beautiful. Thank you.